Hello, Sinister Sippers. Go ahead and grab yourself a cup of tea because today's story, it's not just haunted, it's a place where the Wild West never ended, where the laughter still echoes and the drinks are still flowing, and the people, they never left. Remember the Ghost Adventures episode on this place?
Oh, yes. Yes, I do remember the cowboy hat.
And Zach and them all walking out like they're in the movie Tombstone.
Yes.
Like they're going to the gunfight, and you're just looking at them like, Zach, do you just love playing dress up as cowboy?
He really does. I think he just likes to play dress up.
It's just a cowboy. He never dresses up for anything else.
It's just the cowboy.
So, if you guys can't tell, tonight we're heading to Tombstone, Arizona, a town that quite literally built its name on death. Now, if you know anything about the Old West, you already know Tombstone wasn't just a place, it was a lifestyle. There were gunfights in the street, gambling, outlaws, lawmen trying to hold it all together. And yes, this is including Wyatt Earp and the brothers and Doc Holliday.
I'm your Huckleberry.
Names that became legends after the gunfight at the OK Corral. Okay, so I know you remember me coming home and telling this story, but so my junior year of high school, we were in American History 2.
Uh-huh.
Very vividly remember this. Coach Skelly's went, does anyone know who Wyatt Earp is? And I was like the only kid to raise my hand besides the other girl in the room who was like really smart, and I said out loud, did none of y'all's parents show you the movie Tombstone?
You're welcome. You were raised right.
Yeah, okay. For real. Like, I grew up on those names.
Mm-hmm.
And Val Kilmer was very hot as Doc Holliday.
Yes, he was.
I mean, I would have taken, the only one that wasn't attractive was Morgan Earp. And
oh no, he was like cute. He was like he was the cute little brother that you befriended so you could get in with the hot brother.
Exactly. Like if I was a saloon girl, I would not have went for Morgan. I would have went for any of the others.
That was like the only time I ever remember going to the theater with my pawpaw was to go see Tombstone.
That was what Cody and I watched on our second date was Tombstone with all of y'all out here, all awkwardly.
Yeah. Bless.
Then I made him watch Supernatural.
Oh.
So as you know, I absolutely love this era of everything. The cowboys, the horses.
Oh, yeah.
All of that. It is like one of my favorite things to do.
Yeah, that's why we had 14 horse and Wild West parties. Yep.
One time it was a luau.
With horses on the beach for the cake.
There was a fiesta.
With horses in the desert on the cake.
And it was the same horses. It was a brown horse and a paint horse. I still have all of them somewhere at my mom and Paul's house.
Yes. Because we had to keep them.
Yes, we had to keep them. So, Tombstone, for a little backstory, actually got its name from a prospector who was told he'd find nothing out there but his own grave, a tombstone. So, of course, that's exactly what he named the town.
Okay, that's really interesting. I didn't know that.
But it also kind of feels like a red flag. Like, oh, I'm going to go on vacation to Tombstone.
Hey, why not? I mean,
imagine
now I would love to go on a vacation to Tombstone. I mean, I'm just saying, I would absolutely love it.
Yeah, but think about it. Your gold miner husband comes into the cabin on a hot summer day and goes,
come on, honey, we're moving to Tombstone.
Load up the wagon.
Yeah, no, we're not. You're confused.
Right in the middle of all the chaos, though, is the Birdcage Theater. Okay, so it wasn't just the theater, though. There was the saloon, it was a brothel, a gambling hall, and all of it happening all at the same time, all night long.
Right.
So, when they're sitting there doing the little jar shaky in the movie with the devil, and the little dorky dude sitting over there saying all his poetic shit.
Listen, he was not dorky. He was cute.
I mean, he was cute, but he was probably a flaming homosexual that was just closeted at the time.
Well, yeah, that's why he was in love with the main guy in the show, because yeah, did you not get that?
Oh, I got it.
Okay,
I realized it from a young age. I was like, that dude is not into women.
No. Aww. But it's Brandon Walsh. You did realize that, right?
No. That's why I'm looking at you blankly, because this is all, like, clicking. This is all clicking.
Brandon can't be gay. It's okay.
So, like, I was actually just watching a video earlier, and, like, when you walk in is when you get the gambling tables and all that. It's like as soon as you walk in, so that's like the first step is the bar and the gambling tables.
Well, yeah, get them liquored up, take some of their money, and send them in to see the Can Girls so they'll spend the rest of their money
on the Can Girls. So the name Birdcage actually came from the small cage-like rooms hanging from the ceiling. So, the booth like Wyatt Earp was in.
Right.
Guys, we're going to reference the movie a lot in this because this is how I picture it is the movie.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so sorry for Sandwich Man's loud scream. He accidentally got hit in the rib. His girlfriend was trying to move.
Bless.
But whatever. Okay, so back to what we're saying. So, Birdcage is like the booths up top, like where they were sitting.
The balcony seats.
Yeah, balcony seats. I couldn't think of the word. Women.
It's okay. You're pretty.
Words are hard. Women, many of them working in the brothel, would stay in those little compartments. So what wasn't above the theater part was actually their living quarters.
Okay.
And it was almost like they were on display like birds in a cage.
Yeah, that wouldn't be very pleasant.
This was the olden days. Women were property.
Well, listen, okay, I'm like 98% certain that if I lived at that time period, I'd probably be the fucking madam of the house. Okay, let's just. I would not have been the lady at home cooking biscuits over a fire and all that shit. No, I've been running the brothel.
You would have been the cool bartender in Silverado who helped Peyton out.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I'd probably been shacking up with the local gunslinger. Let's just be truthful.
Jesus Christ, Mom.
Well,
that's supposed to be my role in this life. So, there, as of course in every Wild West setting and back in the day of the Cowboys.
Yeehaw.
The cowboy era should have never died out.
Well, I know, because men actually wore clothes that fit in their...
No, it's because men were men. Men took care of things. Men didn't try to do like they do today.
Okay, see, that's a generational thing. Because, like, if you have most men in the older generations, they're still that way. They do stuff. They take care of things. And some younger guys are kind of getting the hint.
Not all of them, though.
I mean, not all of them. I'm not saying, but I feel like that's like a thing that's been lost with the generations, because women also aren't in the same roles that they were at that time period. Because women at that time period were mothers and wives and cooks, and they didn't...
Yeah, that sounds nice, to get to stay home and just be there at home all day and not have to work and pay taxes. Sounds great.
But so the roles have all switched, because so many women have come forward and been like, no, that's okay. I can wire that electricity myself, and I'm all for it. I really am. I mean,
no, I'm not saying that women should all revert back to that. But I'm just saying
but it is nice when you have an issue that you can go to your significant other and be like, babe, I really need this fixed, and he fixes it.
Yeah, or if you're like mine, we buy my oil to change my oil 2 weeks ago, and it's still sitting in the trunk of my car.
Yeah, but
the air filter got changed.
I mean, it's halfway there. You're okay. You got points.
So, this place, the Birdcage ran 24 hours a day, 4 years. No closing, no breaks. So, of course, the fights...
There's a lot of dirty poot on him.
I'm sure they...
I'm sorry, that's where I went. When it's, okay, we're open all this time. Exactly how many girls you got working up in that joint, they're going to be some skanky poot on it. It's going to smell like patchouli all up through there.
Honestly, during the day, if you look back at it, a lot of the women didn't work during the actual daytime hours. Like, you had a couple who served the drinks.
Yeah.
But you didn't have the full brothel part till later in the day. After the wives went home and went to bed.
Well, now, that's not always true, because when you watch the Westerns and stuff, and oh my God, all I'm thinking about is 1,000 Ways to Die in the West.
I'm not saying that there wasn't...
No, I know what you're saying. I'm just, like, it brings up all that stuff, and it was a very not nice situation to be in. I don't know how else to word that. It's okay. I would have made the bitches work too. It's fine.
But I'm sure they had, like, okay, you do this day, this day, this day. These people work nights.
Oh yeah, no, I'm sure it was, that was the way it was. But it's also not,
And I'm sure they got Sunday mornings off.
we gotta go to church.
That part.
Gotta go pray. Cause, you've been sinning all week.
So
All week.
So at this, the fights didn't cool off. Everything kept escalating. And it's actually estimated that over 20 people died in the building.
Oh wow.
Well, if you go today, there are bullet holes everywhere.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, how many drunken card fights did someone get into, or just a drunken
Or just
fight
some
period?
or just some dude who's
I
like Cody, hey, look at my new gun. Pow
Yeah.
pow pow.
Or you've got, how many was it fights over because that guy paid the prostitute I wanted first.
Exactly. So the gunfight, stabbing, arguments that turned deadly, just everything kept building up. So, like I just said, there are still bullet holes in the walls. And actually, if you watch the Ghost Adventures episode, they point out like a specific one that they think is from this specific fight.
And that's where he
where he
took his last breath.
Would you quit copying me?
Listen,
We
you
do this
copied
all the
me.
time.
Stop it.
So, and a lot of it, I wonder sometimes, is if some of the historians can actually place and know exactly what that bullet hole.
I mean, how would you know that? That's my question, because it's not like they had, maybe it was time travel. They went back in time and figured it out.
Now, I do know, like, in some of the places, I think at Big Nose Kate's, they actually have it listed off that this was this specific person's card table.
Right.
Because that was very well known and passed down.
Right. But, I mean, in a place like that, an establishment like that there has been countless numbers of gunfights and just people shooting their guns or whatever, celebrations, whatever, how do you know specifically that is the actual bullet hole?
Unless there's a bullet and you were able to trace back the exact gun like it was a famous cowboy, so you knew what gun they had.
Right, but it would also, you would have to have, and I mean, I'm sure there was police involved, but at that point in time, it wasn't like
sheriff.
You had one sheriff. You didn't have, the forces that we have today with police.
Now, if y'all hear crunching, I made some popcorn with Texas Roadhouse butter, and
I am very good.
Yeah, I am straight up munching on that this whole time. We needed a snacky instead of just a drinky. So, when people are like, oh yeah, the birdcage is haunted, they really mean it. There's employees who go in every single day and have an encounter.
Wow.
From something. A clank here that
shouldn't be there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was actually watching this video, and there's this little boy spirit, and he moves the mortician's table, but instead of swinging it back and forth, he swings it side to side, so you actually have to watch and pay attention.
He's a sneaky little devil.
Yep. So it's not hard to understand why it's haunted because of all the deaths. I mean, it's like, hey asshole, you hid the ace up your sleeve.
Pow, pow, pow. But it's not even the death. How much emotion was in that building? How much trauma happened in that building? All that stacks up.
How many of them do you think had an STD?
Oh, 99.9% of them. Saber-toothed crotch critters were galore.
I mean, clearly Doc Holliday died from tuberculosis, but...
Yeah, but I mean...
Some of them might have had something else.
Syphilis was probably very prominent.
Oh, yeah, this was the very prominent time of syphilis.
Herpes, scabies, a lot of E's.
Visitors and staff report seeing full-body apparitions. So, they see, of course, the men in the cowboy hats. Hello, this is the West. We wear cowboy hats.
But the sun's bright.
But the woman on that video said they even see a more upper-class man of Spanish descent. So they'll hear him talking in Spanish.
Oh, wow.
Which is kind of not odd for the area, but odd for the time period.
Right.
In America. For there to be an upper-class Hispanic.
Yeah.
I mean, it could have happened.
It could have.
But it was very rare. So, like, a lot of times they'll see him just walking through the room. Especially the Cowboys, they'll see them just walking through like nothing's changed. Or just like, hey, barkeep, give me my beer. I need
So
my
at that
whiskey.
point, it could honestly be a residual energy.
Yeah.
And not necessarily an actual haunting per se. They're still doing what they done.
Yeah, they died there, but they're just still going up and getting their whiskey.
Yeah. Sarsaparilla.
But then they're just gone. Just like the one who, in the Ghost Adventures, they say switch the hair.
Mm-hmm.
If I go there and someone swishes my hair that I don't see, for one, I'm going to be like, you messed up my ponytail. Thanks, dude. Now I have to fix it.
You don't be messing with my hair. I have trauma.
just don't touch the hair. That's all we ask. So, I would totally try to follow the spirit just to see where it's going.
Oh, yeah.
Like, try to play out how they were then.
Totally.
Because I wonder how many of them would actually walk through a table because they have it just a little bit too far to the left or too far to the right.
Yeah.
Like, it's not in the exact spot.
That would be really interesting.
You know, you just see it, like, walk through the edge of the table because it's, like, 2 inches off. And you're like,
yeah.
Oh, Cowboy Jim just walked through that. Let's scoot it this way.
Yeah.
Sorry, bud.
The furniture must be rearranged.
Sorry, bud. Didn't mean to have that in your way. So they'll also hear the laughter, music, footsteps, the normal stuff when you're in a haunted place.
Especially a bar.
But there's also gunshots being heard.
Oh,
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. In today's time, if I go somewhere and I hear a mysterious gunshot, I'm panicking first.
Yeah, no, it's going to be complete panic.
I'm not gonna stop and think, oh, it's the ghost cowboy in the Birdcage Theater.
No.
I'm like, oh shit, there's a shooter.
Get down. Everybody hit the bricks.
Pull out. Hold on, wait, let me get my concealed carry cow Glock. It's my pleasure.
Yeah.
The Cowboys would all laugh at me because I have a
Yes.
cow print Glock.
Yes. Yes, they would. See, you would get us kicked out of Tombstone. We would be banished.
And it's cow print holster with its pink rivets.
Yes, we wouldn't even be able to go back to the West, period.
And the trigger's pink for the udder. Can y'all tell I'm very proud of this thing? This was like my best purchase ever. And everyone else thinks it's sad and depressing.
No comment.
No comment. So, visitors describe the energy as heavy, which is, again, y'all, typical.
Yeah.
Every time you hear of a haunted place with dark shit, it feels heavy.
Yeah.
It's just normal.
Well, I mean, there's been, in essence, blood sacrifices made on that land. You've had, if someone's murdered, they're even if it's still.
And you don't know what happened on that land before it was Tombstone either.
Exactly.
Because that is Native American territory. That's like Apache and all that territory. And the Apaches didn't make their own shit. They killed people and took their shit and said, "Hey, look, this is mine now."
Because they were they were the badasses of the group. Oh, that's cute. You have M&Ms, not anymore. We have M&Ms, but I'm gonna take them with me.
Yeah, we made that pottery. That's Comanche. I don't give a shit. That's Apache now.
You said what now? Say uncle. I made it. That's right.
And it's also, everyone says that when you walk into the building, so like, you know, you walk in, and I'm pretty sure this, does it have the swing doors or did it have the actual full door?
I know it originally would have probably had the swing doors.
The swing doors.
But I don't remember what it's got now. I think it is an actual full door now.
Yeah, see, that's why I couldn't remember if in the episode, The Ghost Adventures, so you walk in and you feel like you're not supposed to be there. Like, you're in their space. You're not.
Well, you are.
You're not in 2026. You're back in, what was that, the 1870s with a walk?
Yeah, I mean, literally at this point, they can look at you and, you know, you could go, well, I was here first, and they could ask you on the planet, and you have to say no, because they have been here on the planet longer than you.
Some believe the spirits don't even realize they're dead. That's why they keep going and doing their same thing, and they're doing what they're supposed to do, because it's not just the birdcage. And we're going to do more episodes on Tombstone. The whole town is haunted as fuck.
Oh, yeah. Well, there was a whole lot that happened there. I mean, and there's the big weigh-in as, was it the Earps? Was it the I know their name and it's gone. You know
Oh dear
who's
God, hell's coming with me.
I know was the feud one way or the other? Who was really in the wrong?
Because in the movie it explains it as they're the Cowboys because they have the red. So
Right,
was it them or was it?
right, and it's and there's also just the amount of heartbreak because okay, we're going out west to strike it rich, we're going to find gold, and you wind up destitute. You
Yeah.
know, disease, all this stuff, everything that's in that came with a town in the West at that time.
I wonder if like at how much actually happens at the actual size of the OK Corral, like especially with the Clayton boys,
Yes.
because was it one of them or did both of them die? Billy and Ike.
No, I didn't, but Billy did.
Billy died. Billy Clayton died. So basically, what's happening is that they're still gambling. They're still doing their thing. They're still sitting there, smoking up the room with their cigars and their uh pipe. Yes, I was thinking of the word Eli. Thank you.
But yeah, and they're still in that moment. But you also have to look at it. Is it if they don't know they're dead? Is that part of their curse for the way they lived?
Because if you notice, a lot of these haunted stories where things never changed is the West.
Mm-hmm. And is it just that they're in essence almost in purgatory? They can't move on.
Yeah, because for one, they probably think their era is the best era. They see us walking around with our cell phones, and they're like, "That's stupid." And then they see us driving our cars, and they're like, "Where's your horse?"
Yeah.
And you're like 450 under the hood. So, with this place, and as we will see all throughout Tombstone when we go through and do it, there's intelligent spirits. These aren't just like, oh, look, a shadowy figure. Oh, look, something I can see through. No, these things can think. They know what they're doing. So there are moments that don't feel like it's on replay. It's not like, oh, press play on the day, press play on the day. People are being touched, feeling something brush past them, or they're feeling like they're being watched. And for some, well, if you think about it, the employees dress in the period clothing.
So they think they're from that time period.
Yeah, so they probably think that the pretty little blonde girl is a little saloon worker and they're going to get to go shack up with her upstairs in a little bit.
Right.
And the deeper you go into the building, the stronger it gets. So the more towards the theater and the actual, like, brothel rooms is where everything starts getting.
Well, I mean, that would have
I'm
been
sure there was a lot of backwoods deals in the theater, too.
Yeah. Well, and I'm sure where the brothel rooms were, there was a lot of emotion expended there. Good and bad. I mean, just...
Could you imagine you're sitting there as your little brothel worker and he pops out with a little 3-inch and you're just like, okay.
I don't get paid enough for this shit.
You're sitting there thinking, I hope I charged him enough because this is not going to be anything. At least my work's easy for the next, I give it 5 minutes.
Oh, bless.
I mean, you have to wonder if these women could, like, thought like we did now, how much funnier they would have been able to be at work.
Oh, gosh. Oh.
They'd be like, charge him double. It's nothing.
They probably had them nicknames.
For real. That's Cowboy Shortstop.
just keep going.
So the stronger it gets, of course, the more sounds, the more movements, and the more they feel that you're not being alone. Because if they're intelligent and all that, they're also stronger. So they don't have to use as much energy to be seen.
Right, because they're almost like existing within the space they're in. They're not. It's almost like us.
Yeah.
At that point, as that they're there.
Yeah, that's what's happening. Okay, so if you walked into this place And, like, you didn't have the love for the era
Right.
and didn't truly understand everything.
Okay, so you're a typical teenager that's been made to go on summer vacation with your parents.
We're history nerds, yeah. You know, your dad's sitting there with his gun belt on thinking, like, I'm a cowboy. He works an office job.
He bought the little dorky hat that's plastic.
He works Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 at the local office.
And every calendar is a desert, yeah.
Yeah.
Or cactus.
Yeah. You know, he dreams of, he listens to Coulter Wall to pretend he's in Yellowstone. He watched Yellowstone, not because he loves ranches and stuff like that, but he wanted to become Rip Wheeler.
Oh,
Are you staying once you feel the presence, or are you leaving?
honestly, I think I would stay.
Just to see.
I would just be curious.
But this is also us who believe in all this and who want to experience all
yeah,
this.
and I'm also very much the okay. So tell me some shit. What have you seen?
Yeah.
I mean, that's.
I almost want to go here more than Yellowstone for my college graduation. But I would love to also go back to Cody, Wyoming, because I can drop Cody off at the gun museum and I can have a day to go do whatever else. Any girly shit he didn't want to do,
You're there.
I just have to go drop him off. Because, you know, it's a 3-way museum.
Yeah.
It's 3 different parts. And he was like, what do you mean you never went into the gun side? I was like, I didn't go to the gun side.
That was good.
He's like, that's the best part. That's where I want to go. And I'm like, I'll drop you off, baby.
I mean, isn't it pretty much if you've seen one pew pew, you've seen them all? Just
if you've seen one Cat 306, do you think we have to point out every other cat excavator going down the highway?
see, that's your life choice, not mine.
I love him.
Mine just bitches about bad service or the food's not good.
I love him, and when he listens to this, he's going to know that I love him. But I mean, come on, Mom. I mean, some of the historic guns are cool. The beer wasn't cold.
What?
Because they have ones that, like, Buffalo Bill shot himself in the shows, and, like, Andy Oakley. So that would be cool.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, back on topic. We got sidetracked.
That's your fault.
We do this every episode. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so, with the birdcage, and with everything we know, I mean, we've watched the Ghost Adventures. Her hair started swishing in the episode.
Oh, yeah.
This place is, like, beyond haunted.
Yeah. I want to go.
They do ghost tours.
Hell yeah.
I wonder if the whole town does a ghost tour.
Probably so. Ghost tours are so much fun.
They are until you almost faint because they're telling a story at a church, and next thing you know, you're about to faint, and your mom just goes, bounce your knees, and you're sitting there bouncing your fucking knees.
Well, bounce your knees, man.
I did, and I still almost fucking fainted.
Well, that's because the ghostie wanted to play with you.
Well, I didn't want to play with it.
Kind of like the doll in the antique shop in Southport.
I wasn't there for the doll.
Oh yeah, I forgot you didn't go with us to the antique store.
When was this? Was this the last trip we all took together?
Yes.
Where did I go?
Did you? Maybe you wasn't up there with us, but yeah, John went in that one booth and that doll, man, she wanted him hard.
I think that was when y'all just went by yourselves.
Maybe it was. Yeah, I think it was. We went in there that day just to look around.
Yeah. So, because the Birdcage Theater isn't just haunted, it's stuck, frozen in time, where the music never stopped, the drinks never ran dry, and the people never left. I mean, come on. I was waiting for, like, Bonanza or some shit to come out of your mouth. I was like in The Rifleman, starring Chuck Connors. You fall asleep during The Rifleman, you wake up, it's Wagon Train, and Miles bringing you your plate of food. It's great.
Yeah, woohoo. The Western Channel.
It was on all the time, y'all. I would get up. Paul would pick me up from school, bring the boys home. I'd grab my bag. We'd get over there. The Rifleman would be on, so I'd fall asleep to the It's The Rifleman, starring Chuck Connors. Me passes out. I wake up, it's Wagon Train. Ma was bringing me my plate of fried chicken, peas, mashed potatoes, a biscuit, and gravy, and asking me if I want a Mountain Dew or Pepsi. I was 16. I told her I could get it myself, and she told me to hush.
Life was good.
I know, right? I was 16 getting served food. Straight from a nap, too. It was like magic. It's like I just knew the food's ready. It's okay.
Well, the TV choices were so grand. Oh,
Well, growing up
gosh.
watching this stuff, it really does make you more intrigued on the Western history and
Oh, yeah, it does.
going to places like Birdcage and learning the history and learning all of that while also knowing there is stuff still there.
Yeah.
Now, I don't think it'd be as prominent in the Birdcage, but I wonder if in like Big Nose Kate's, because that was named after Doc Holliday's lady,
Right.
because Kate had a big ass nose. That's why they named it that. I wonder if they're there. Like there's like you can sometimes sense it's their spirit.
Maybe.
Because I mean I know he died in a tuberculosis ward.
Right.
And Wyatt Earp went off with the actress.
Yes.
And he died in what, California?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I think they moved to Los Angeles.
Yeah.
But I wonder if they're still there. Because I mean Morgan died in Tombstone.
Yes.
Virgil left.
Mm-hmm.
Wyatt and Doc left.
Yes.
But are there spirits there? Could you potentially feel them at the Birdcage? Because they would have went to the Birdcage.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm sure there is just with the history they have with the town.
Yeah. I mean, just the history of the boys alone. And that's why there's going to be, y'all, a lot of parts to this Tombstone. Is I'll probably actually do an episode where we just talk about the actual history of it all.
Right.
The Earp brothers side of the history.
Yes.
Because I do want us to do a deep dive into this Western. It'll probably be like a certain month I'll pick.
Right.
And we'll just do a whole month of Cowboys.
Okay.
But you don't hear a lot of people say, it's Doc Holliday. It's Wyatt.
No.
And I wonder if it's because they don't want to say it.
Maybe. Maybe it's kind of out of reverence at that point.
I mean,
and not just, I'm not talking about just reverence for the people, but for what happened in the town during that time, the outcomes, the lives.
Some shit up. But next thing you know, the OK Corral, you're just hearing the gunfight again, and it's
right. I mean,
Billy Clayton and all them.
It's not.
I just keep hearing the Johnny Cash song, about Bow to Boot Hill, just in my head.
Yeah.
While we're doing this episode, just so everyone knows that is my playlist right now.
Oh man.
So, I think that's all we have to say.
I think so.
And as always, Sinister Sippers, stay spooky, stay curious, and maybe don't follow the cowboy in the corner. If he's hot, follow him.
Totally.
I mean, if he looks like Val Kilmer.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But he has to be in the cowboy gear.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So there's our life advice. If the ghost cowboy is hot, do follow him.
Just be safe.
Yeah, just be safe. All right, we will talk to you guys in the next. Let's see. We're gonna do. My mom is just doing the hauntings, really.
Mm-hmm.
And the cryptids.
Yes.
And then Shelby's gonna do the true crime. So we'll be here in the next haunted video.
All right.
Bye everyone.